So on my channel, I've showcased many puzzle books, the first one being like 12 word searches, and more keep coming out, and it's pretty cool. Today, we're playing the Domino Lockpicking Company, which is inspired by 12 word searches. Alright, so you're required to complete a test of your lockpicking ability. Work with the domino locks of this book, then complete the exam lock on the last page and show the interviewer. Wow, I have to DM the creator. But yes, looks like dominoes here and here. It's probably why it's called the Domino Lockpicking Company. And also, this symbol means the lock is unopenable. Okay, so domino, obviously. There's two on this, though, and you can't do this with one. You can't do this with two either, so, like, this wouldn't be allowed. But two... Okay, that makes sense for two. That makes sense for three, but, Now, some of these are weird. That makes sense. This one doesn't. And this can't be done with three, two. Okay, none of these say... They don't say the solution needs to be unique. This is very suspicious, but, like, it feels like you connect this one to this one, and, like, that, like, fills the rest, even though that it seemingly only allows one. Can't wait for diagonal. But, okay. And then here. Okay. Let's look down here. Not allowed. Huh. Oh, two. Well, it's not gonna curve in any way. I don't think that's how it looks. So by two, it means that this one is two because two of them cross it. Maybe. Which means that this is not solvable because if you do this is actually one, not two, in the middle cell. Okay, that means that for this, you do this and this. So now there's two going at the bottom, and the one that starts from here and ends here. It's all of them at once. There we go. But now two lines, and this can never work because you're hitting that way too many times. Okay. Oh. So it's outright saying this it's basically saying you cannot do it diagonally. So I guess instantly call that a 3. This is just 1, 2, 3, right? That makes sense. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this confirms the rule, right? 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Clear this and go down. Lockpicking is 1% perspiration, 90% for John. Thank you, John Lockpick, for that. Very useful. 3. Okay, they all cross here, right? 1, 2... 3. Okay, 4. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4. They do not go bridging. They just they're just between this and this, this and this, this and this, this and this. 4. 1, 2, 3. No. The one at the top needs to extend like that. But there we go. That's 2 of them that hit there. This a domino cannot... Man, I can't wait for the puzzles to, like, not have, like, the subtle gray background change or something. But yes, that's not allowed. Well, I mean, diagonals are explicitly not allowed. This is just not a thing. The idea of going from here to here is cursed and not supported by previous puzzles. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. What about this? 5? 1, 2, 3... Do I have this right? This is too many, and this is too many. No. Undo this. I think this is too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should work. And this 4 is mooching off this one, but I have 4 lines that are crossing this one. Okay. Down here. What the? To use an eliminator, you must pick a number. What? What do you mean eliminator? We just choose the number? Because if this is, like, any number at all, like, I can do, like... But does it, like, eliminate a cell? Like, what does that actually mean? And this is impossible? Not possible to do it with 2, 3. This 3 is formatted specifically differently than this 3. So maybe they're not eliminating a specific symbol, unless it's eliminating a number of symbols. Wait, how is this solved? I guess, like, diagonals are not allowed. I'm pretty sure diagonals are allowed to do that one puzzle. So that means that, like, I need to do... Wait, then who's gonna hit the center cell? What is going on with that one? It seems, like, hugely vague. Pick a number. Okay, so let's assume that this means that I can delete 1, and then I could cross it with any number, like, arbitrarily. But this doesn't make sense with this 3. I'm pretty sure that if you thought about it like that, then we would need this to entirely delete this cell or something, because this can never match with anything according to that one diagonal puzzle. That diagonal negation puzzle. Unless by eliminator, it means it eliminates one... Oh, I think I know. Okay. So, like, what this means is, like, delete two symbols. 1, 2. Well, obviously the issue is that you end up with a symbol here and nothing here, but then this means it's like it deletes an entire thing for each one. So this means that you would do like, is the number always the same as the like where are the dashes and wherever? This is still suspicious. I can imagine deleting that and then doing this, but what about this one? If I delete any of them, which should be the same, I'm never gonna have enough, like, it just doesn't make any sense. This one is only one covered, and diagonals aren't allowed. So something's really wrong with the second one if this is the idea. But I was just thinking that it would make sense because over here, 3 would mean delete 3 and then they're all gone, and then 4, there's not enough to delete 4 of them. There's not enough symbols. But I feel like there's something wrong with the idea. Of course, if this deleted only one of the symbols here, maybe this would be solvable. That's definitely wrong due to parity, because like, if you just imagine this, they can't match and you'll always have one left over, so definitely not that. Should I know, like... What do you mean that there is now lock picking in here now? Does it eliminate all of a certain number or something? Okay, maybe that's what it means. That one, okay, so like you hit this, you pick 2, delete every 2. You hit this, you pick every 3, delete every 3 on the board. So this doesn't work. Okay. I can't believe that I had to scroll down to check. I guess whatever. But okay, now Eliminator also requires that it's an empty board afterwards. So you spend 1. I'm gonna mark that specifically so it's clear that these are remaining with 1, and you pick the number 1, and then you delete every single one on the board. Okay, there's no diagonals, so with 2 clears, what do? You do this maybe, and then all these are 0, and you only have 2 left, so you pick a 2 for the eliminator. Now delete. I mean, just be left off with 2s and 1s, yeah? So you do that. Is this solution that unique? Because couldn't you do this? No, you have to hit both 3s. Absolutely. And then you get rid of 1 and 2 in whatever order, doesn't matter. This is not solvable. Well, it's obvious why, because you use the eliminator, and then, like, there's no way to get rid of both 1s or both 2s with your slash, so, that's not possible. Okay, you do, like, this, and then with the remaining tile, you use the eliminator to get rid of that. 2, and 3 different ones. Okay, so you need to have 3 unique ones remain. Okay. That's with, like, this, yeah. Yeah, that's, like, with that. Because then this becomes a 3. Like, these become 3s, and then this becomes a 2, and then you select 2, 3, and 4 with your 3 eliminators. There you go. Islands hold the power of addition. Wait, what is this? One and another step. This is not allowed. This is very specific. No, what the? What do you mean 2 first? What? The way that eliminators have acted is like some sort of very ordered operation, meaning that like one of these should not be able to affect something that comes earlier. But maybe that's not correct. What is this? Do you like do that and then you fill it in later on? like this is like you do this, but like this makes it turn from 0 to -1, and then you use this to add 1 and then make everything 0 again. So then when I do this, I hit ghosts, and then the additions turn the -1 back into a 0. So this doesn't work because then you would need 2 empties to fill it in. Okay. You do this. This would be a -1 in the center now, but you use a triangle to fix it. 3. Like that, right? And then you have 2 here, 1, 1, which means this cell is overspent by 2, but you use the 2 triangles to fix it. Okay, and now this made that unclear. Undo that. This, and then use the triangle because the middle is over by 1. Okay, now an eliminator. This negative and a possible eliminator. That interaction feels weird. Hmm. I see. It's obvious. Okay, it's obvious that like, you go here, you go across both of the middles, and then the 0. These are 0s. This is a 1, but use the triangle to bring it back up to a 2 because it's a +1, and then use the eliminator as a 2 and delete all the 2s in the grid. Okay. Oh my god, nice tally marks. Oh my god. All right, the looks like the bridge is much more obvious right now. You do this. This is wait. This is possible? This is a -2, right? I can't fix -2 this way. Uh, hmm. Wait, what? What is this? Can it go off the what? What are you talking about? Can it always fix? Can it like going +2 instead of +1 is not demonstrated by the previous grid, so I'm suspicious about that. But this seriously makes it feel like it can restore any number, not just one. But is that true? It's very suspicious. And this is somehow not possible. Why? Because I guess you would there'd be too many to attempt to fill. Okay, what is this? Probably some trick where you don't eat all of them or something. Hmm. What? Okay. This isn't consistent enough for me to say this is true. And also this thing. What is this? You can't select all of the twos and get rid of them. Hmm. There's no way it's in any order either, right? And this is eliminate all, and I don't get this at the moment. I don't understand. Like, it seems like it has been like adding two for some reason, but like this doesn't explain this one where it's not in the same order. And if we eliminate two, like what does the one get changed at all? That would feel weird. Like it's not subtracting two from all numbers. I think. I mean, if it was subtract a number you pick, then -1 would solve that, so I don't think that would be the case. Unless we're doing something super cursed, like it can add any number, therefore it can add -1. Yeah, that's like a troll designer move, right? But then you have this, and it's like, oh, we delete all of the ones, and then you should be able to add -2, but that's actually not possible. So like, what's going on there? It's not solvable for some different reason, even though these shouldn't even be geometrically related. You should scroll down. Oh my god, it's become Picross. Pick without guessing. What do you mean there's empty ones? I guess we can create islands from thin air, judging by like what we've seen, but so this is clearly like the totals of the row and column and whatever. Okay, I mean, I probably don't really fully know what's going on there, but like I just assume we're eliminating two, but allowing that to be included, and then we can +1 it later on. Adding a negative is too cursed. But what about this? Oh god, like we need to add +1 twice, but okay, so here it's easy. You do that, and then you fill the triangles on the empties, but now this is 8? 8. Well, this is still like 10, so it should be... Wait, this is crazy. Like, just think about how many... This is only 4, and we haven't done it. We're not even close to filling it all up. Well, maybe we just need to spam the same ones over and over again. Like, I don't know, if you do this... Because the islands, like, these are established you can add any number for some reason, so... but the problem is... That's way too much. Like, they've also established you can go off the grid with puzzles, like, not that one, that's impossible, but like this one. You can go off the grid, which means that I would be incentivized to, like, to spam dashes on a place that, like, we don't use and then triangle both of them, although, okay, how possible is that? Because I want to do, like, here, 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 and then spam, like, we have 5 left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the only spaces that we have that are overboard that we have crossed out are these, and the triangles can add any number, not just +1, so that's just how it is. All right, next page is, well, we've seen this, like, looking at it, 1, and then ending with eliminator is super bad for me. Wait, how is this possible? No, it's easy, obviously. You do that, and it's like, it's the remaining is 1, 1, 1, and then you eliminate just the ones with the eliminator. 3, but there's a question mark. But there's a 4 here, so this is just a 2. Okay, well, for a 2, you do 1, 2, and 3. There you go. 6. Well, that's the only thing to do, right? And it's 2 plus 2 plus 2. As far as guessing. Do we have to be the same? Also, like, especially for this. That means this is cursed, though, because then it can't really work out. But does that mean that they have to be the same all the time? So this is 6, so this is like what? 2 and 2, we assume they're the same. This is not possible for some reason. Exist requires guessing. So it's either this or the other way around, but if we don't know which one is wait, no. Wait, what do you mean a solution exists? I guess maybe the sameness is not correct. And then 7 is just not allowed. But I guess that would make sense because it would be like 2, 2, 3, or like 3, 2, 2, which is bad and doesn't work. Is it any? But what about the ones that are all question marks? I guess it's always that, no matter what, because like it needs to hit all of them for sure. And this is 3, this is 1. If this is 1, this is just a single, and it needs to hit here. So this is actually a 1 at this moment. This also needs to hit. I mean, like, because this is, like, it can't be 0, so it must be hit, and if it's hit, then it can only go vertical. If this is a 1 remaining, then we have to do this. Okay, weird, it's super strange, I know, but, like, it seems like it was forced so far. Okay. Why are these in this tooltip, in this note? Is this saying that this is like a lie or something? Anyway, 3 and it's not possible. Why? Not even with guessing? Oh, I'm not sure I know then. Because isn't this possible, like, guaranteed to... Like, no, it requires guessing. That's the requires guessing symbol, which does make sense. Requires guessing? Okay, I mean... do I just, like... What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean without this? Oh, without these symbols. Okay. It's always going to be like that. I mean, just, like, logistically. Because you can't... Like, there's no way that anything else can be off the grid or anything. That's just ridiculous. This is 6 and open... This is 4, 1, 1, for sure. Which means this is a 2 because we already have a 3 and a 1 in this right here. This is a 4 now, so this needs to be a 1 and a 1. This is a 6, so there's a 3 here. 3, 7, and this is a 0. Okay, I mean, this is a 1. We've got all of the actual symbols in now. So now I wonder, like, because there is a delta triangle at some point, like, I wonder if we're multi-crossing one of these, and then the triangle comes later to save it. Like, I honestly just want to do that first. 1, 2. This is a 1 now. Let's clear that with this, and make the 2 correct. How many was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this gets the triangle. Well, there you go. 3s, and this is a symmetrical layout, and apparently no guessing. It seems like there would be 2 competing layouts here. This is either 2, 1, meaning this would be the 1 here. Well, in this one, you could do doop, doop, and everything is a 1 at this moment. It's the eliminator where you go on the 1. What about the other one? Where this is a 1, this is a 2. I bet all the 2s are like a little too spread out or whatever. Like how I drew the 2s in reverse for no reason at all. Now, you can't get rid of all the 2s. Yeah, okay, so it's the other way around. And the other way around is the only way you can do it. Okay, 8? What do you mean 8? That means it's a 4. Okay, these are all just 4s, and you use the 4 as an eliminator, correct? Yeah, this all just eliminates as a 4. This thing is ridiculous. What is this? Do I need to target something? I don't know. Like, we've seen the eliminator being able to eliminate, like, target non-existent islands. So what if, like, there's a non-existent island that you target that's a 0, and you -1 it, and then when you fill it back up with a triangle? Same thing here. You will end up with 2 -2 islands that you fill back up. Lol the empty. Okay. Now exam. That's the final one. Okay, that's 3 and add any and eliminate any. Okay, that's a lot. Can even fill in anything. I mean, I know these will have to be at least 1s each, with one of them being a 2. It's like 1 to 2. This is so cursed that I'm writing it down like this. It doesn't have a guessing symbol. And I don't think that, like, the fact that there's a no guessing symbol is like an excuse to use that as part of the information. 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4. It feels like we're gonna have a problem if there's a 5 in the mix. If this was like 1, 1, 1, 7, there'd obviously be some suspicious points about how do you get rid of the 7. It's only 3 strokes. I'm also very tempted to do that, by the way. I don't know if I can justify it. I feel like we're either getting rid of 1s or 2s if there's a ton of 2s somehow. Like, some of the biggest pain points might be across here. If we do that, we could, like, figure out the 2 that's part of the 5 or something. I feel like this is wrong because we need to get rid of the 3 and the 4 and chop them down. Or 10 could be 1, 1, 4, 4, which does feel weird in its own way. I think there's a problem with the delete all ones idea. Okay, so let's assume that this eliminator is for the ones, which means that I will need to get rid of the twos for sure, and there will be a 4 in the 10, absolutely. But wherever this 4 is, I'll need to spend all of my strokes chopping this 4 down to a 1. And notice that no matter how I do it, there's going to be a 2 that remains unchopped, which is bad. So, I believe that eliminator is for the twos. So I can ignore these. I hope that empties can just be replaced with... I mean, like, ones can just turn into empties. So even though I will need to target these now, since the eliminator will not get rid of them, it should be fine. There was that weird eliminator reaction. Like, I guess they're the opposite order, so it doesn't quite matter this time. It was still a weird interaction. May not be useful for this puzzle anymore, though. Alright, so do I have to worry about ways that this could be split? Could be 3, 3, 2. Actually, if there's a 4 in this one, because this one is also restricted, right? Because that one is either a 1 or a 2. Maybe this one is a 2, because of how much of a restriction that just is. Which means these would be 3s. Then I would have like a 4. Like, I want a 4 involved in this one. Well, why did I write 3 up there? I think I should write a 2 up there so we can ignore it. Okay. Does this make sense? One stroke will be used to clear the 3s. One of them here, one of them here. Because we need to get rid... Oh, hold on. This one needs to target the 1 as well. And every other thing is a 2. All the question marks. So by the end, all these will be chopped down to 2, and all the 1s are gone, and that should be it. No. I have a problem, because the 5 has 1s remaining in here. What? We're not insane enough to just the board is full of 3s, and we get rid of 2s and 1s, are we? See, I'm starting to think that, because the ones I can't fix. This also doesn't use the the triangle at all. Okay, undo all this. So assuming this is a 3. I liked the 3, 3, 2 last time, because we don't need to mess with the 3s. I wonder if it's 1, 1, 4, 4. Especially because the 4s can be potentially hit with the same line. Of course, we will need to get rid of like stuff like the 2 in this case, though. This can add 1, could allow you to plus 1 of these and not have to deal with it, by the way. Because 2 plus... Well, and the plus has been established that it can add anywhere. I mean, add any number that is, like, positive, so we could even turn a 1 into a 3. Okay, what are the best cuts? Like... I want to get rid of 1s and this 4. Like, I want to get rid of everything. I have 2 diagonal things, and this 2 is not resolved. Wait, I missed one of the best things you could do with the 3, which is 3, 3, 3. Well, doesn't it certainly look like, then, that you would want to do this to clear the 2s? But now we only have 1 stroke left that needs to clear out one of these. The other one, the triangle, will take care of. And I'm also concerned about this 9. I don't think this can be a 2, because we have 2, 1... 3, 3. Let's say that this was a 2 and this was a 1. But this 3 will not fit with here because there's a 5 here. And like zeros have never been allowed. Actually, if this were like the 3 spam is useful for 2 as well, because like just imagine clearing these out all. You could ignore this 2 and this 2 now. This is clearly 1, 1. Okay, so our lines, like we have an extra triangle, by the way. So we can do this, and then clear out using the triangle to fix the fact that it was -1, and then eliminate all the 2s, because we are assuming that the question marks that are remaining are all 2s, and we get rid of them. Well, I think that... is that just it? I didn't even think like I tried some 4 eliminator things, and they didn't really work out in my mind anyway. Alright, this is the solution PDF, and it is, like, the same thing. It's not even a full test solution PDF either. It's the same thing with better handwriting. You know, my handwriting is actually very good, but I need to do it on hyper zoom level to make it that good. So, I don't know. You can decide whether you think this is better or not. Anyway, bye. CBA.